believe it or not, very often when I speak to audiences, people enter the room and there's a general assumption that everybody's on the same page about racism, that everyone actually knows what it means, okay? And there are folks, I mean, you know, with degrees and, you know, been on the planet a long time. But what I've come to understand is that we walk in the room at a different level of understanding. Any person of color walks into the discussion around race at the 600 level. We step into it at that level because of what it means to live in this skin. Those who have not lived in this skin often come in at Race Relations 101, meaning that they're saying things like, so do you think there's still racism, you think? Okay, right? And I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad. But I don't teach 101. My course requires a prerequisite, and there's a fundamental understanding about race and racism, and I'm going to do the brief test that I normally do so that you can be clear about what I'm talking about. And I first ask people if they know what racism is, and then the second question I ask, is there such a thing as white racism? Yes. Yeah. Is there such a thing as black racism? Yes. Okay. Show of hands. Is there such a thing as white racism? Yes. Is there such a thing as black racism? Show of hands. Okay. Now, let me try to... No. See what I'm saying? We have to understand that we all arrive at this discussion at a different level. So we got to level the playing field so you understand at what point I'm entering this discussion. Now I'm going to give you the test so that you can understand. It's a really easy way to figure it out. So I want you to start naming for me. I'm going to have two categories. One's called white racism, and the other category is called black racism. We're going to start with white racism, and I want you to tell me how white racism adversely impacts the lives of black people as a whole group. What are some of the ways? Start naming them. Education, employment, health care, self-esteem, criminal justice, housing,
immigration.
Okay, all right, okay. We can go on and on. You got the list. Now I want you to tell me, we're going to move over to black racism, and I want you to tell me how black racism adversely impacts the lives of white people as a whole group. Are you following me? Okay. So what's important as we begin a discussion is I don't make assumptions. Now, let me help you understand what you were thinking about. Because some people say, well, you know, you got black people that hate white people. Hate them, hate them, hate them. Call them names, all that. But it doesn't stop white people from getting the loan. You follow me? It doesn't stop them from owning a home in the place of their choice. It doesn't stop them. Are you with me? So what it implies is black people may be prejudiced, may have a lot of issues, but what requires the ability to impact a whole group of people is power, right? So we know that prejudice plus power equals racism, okay? So black people are not racist. Okay, so it's very important to understand that, but we are so open and loving of people. And you know, some of us want to protect anybody white in the room. You know what I'm saying? And let me also say that the white people in the room, you're safe. Okay? There's no problem, because if we were going to do something, we'd have done it a long ago.